The first link is to my Google Drive. In it, I have a file called Startup File, Blender, and Project Files as they are created. If you never used a Google link, here's how it goes in my channel art without paint. You see this checked link, it takes you to my Google Drive. Click on Home. Now you check the file you want to download, and it goes to your download folder. Move it to a folder or open it in Blender. To find this project, click on Playlist. Then you can see it with Blender opened. I'm using a Mac with version 1.4.2. I find applications shift a little based on the version you're using, or on Windows. I think of the viewing area in 3 sections. Create and Spec split by a toggle with the 3 dots. On the Create side, practice duplicating an object with right-click. The nudge factor is the only thing I use in Preferences. If you can't find the wrenches icon, you're not alone. If it's there, set the nudge distance to 8 inch. If you have a tiny nudge setting, use the Shift key with an arrow, and you get nudge distance times 10. On the Spec side, I use Stroke Style. Once it was hidden, but I found a page corner-looking icon. It was there. At the bottom, I used the Chart section. We will cover that shortly. On the Create area, we have an object, click on it, and you get some zoom tools. I use plus and minus the most. Press the mouse wheel down. The H and V keys are for mirroring objects. Use the toggle dots to reach the Spec side. It has a snap motion. Use the Pick tool to move between choices. I only draw with the Bezier curve. My best advice is to click and drag slightly as you draw. Double-click the object to get handles. Play with the node chart. To add a node, double-click the line. To delete a node, use Delete on the keyboard. Practice. A line always follows the way it was created last. I think of it as a loop that can start anywhere. In this case, we have a line and a shape. On Spec side, it has a width of 1, and on the color chart, it has a 0 or X. Next, we pick any color. Now we have an object with a fill and a line with a fill we don't want. Next on the chart, we hit X, and now we have no lines at all, just our colors. Next, we add a line thickness on the Spec side. To finish the loop, we go to the chart and hit X. And we are back where we started. Opacity at 100% is really full strength, or 100% is full color. Opacity at 0% is really invisible. I use this in every painting with trees. Draw a slew of random leaves, then group them together, find some fall colors somewhere and blur it up. Duplicate the pattern and the color patch for safety. Send the color to the back, scroll over both items and pick Object Set Clip. Only the colored leaves remain. Another step might be to cut an area out. Take the leaves and draw a shape over the area to remove. Use Object Set Inverse Clip and that patch of leaves vanishes. I usually draw with the B key for a Bezier curve. I find that a slight dragging of the line helps. On some occasions, I start with a shape that I want to be editable. Use Path, the object to path. If you fit the oval over the wheel to remove the center, select them both, then select Path, then select Fracture. The eyedropper is easy. Draw a shape over the area to repair. Pick that shape, then use F7. The eyedropper appears. Click on any color you want. You can add a little blur if you want. Sometimes I use Set Clip if the area to repair needs a texture match. The render window is tricky. After you name the file, you must put it in the smallest folder ever. Pick a folder you want to save your art, or at least your downloads, or else it goes into a template file. We have a Blender and Inkscape thumbnail booklet with 32 tips for $18. We also have a Shaper 3D thumbnail booklet with 16 tips for $9. If you go on your own after some practice, it may come in handy. Thanks for listening. Our first project is ready to go. A table with a vase of flowers on a wooden floor.